G Money, let me ask you one fucking thing and one thing only. As a business owner, do you have a business license to operate? You do, right? Do you think it's fair for somebody to open a business next door to you and don't go to the same channel as you to have a license to operate? Do you think it's fair for you as a business owner to have all the proper tools and licenses to operate your business, be losing business from a person next door to you who don't have a business license and who don't have the proper documents to run a business but is running a business and getting more clients than you who have all the proper documents? See, the part I try to understand is this: either we live in a country where there's law or we live in a country where there's fucking no law at all. Real talk. If you don't run the Bahamas like a truck stop, then guess what? We need to go Haiti. Okay? Where there's no rules, there's no regulations, there's no law, and it's fucking lawless. Okay? Real talk. I'm just being honest. At the end of the day, Joe Beck is in charge of road traffic. She's in charge of transportation. She's in charge of certain things, you understand me, that gives you right to have transportation services in the Bahamas. With that being said, you think she is wrong? How the fuck is she wrong? Our main industry is tourism. With that being said, you think it's fair for people to travel around the world and come into our country and be jumping in Uber driver vehicles who is not registered in the common law of the Bahamas to transport people any fucking where? And nobody will reckon of these fucking people who they is. You understand me? And they can just go and do the same regular job as a taxi driver would have certified licenses to operate transportation services in the Bahamas. Fuck that, you wrong. That cannot happen. Okay? Right. Listen to me, either you run a talk shop or you run a fucking country. There's a country running at a fucking talk shop, okay? But humans like to make noise that, the Haitians will come build up and do shanty town and we cannot do that in our country. We have to go and apply and buy land, and it's the same fucking thing. Now you saying that if anybody just get up the money and say, I just want to be an Uber driver. First of all, the Bahamas don't even have an Uber fucking system, okay? And America and Canada has Uber drivers because they have a legal Uber system. There's no money involved. It's an app that you go and download, and you go in the app and you purchase a Uber driver, and you put where you live and where you're going, and that Uber driver is tracked, okay? They track that Uber driver and know exactly where the final destination is for the person that an Uber driver pick up. These are licensed Uber drivers that present their documents for employment to the Uber employer, you understand me, who present their police record to make sure they have no criminal history. That's the way you do things in a real legitimate country that abides by the law. Make it make sense, G Money. I know you're a little fucking ghetto, right? But at the end, I don't give a fuck how ghetto you is. You own a business and you have a motherfucking license. There's nowhere in the world you can say the person that doesn't have a license can operate and do the same thing as fucking you. Then you would be the next little bitch on there making noise saying, but I'm a business owner. I have license. The person next door have no license, but they're getting all the business. You would be complaining. Make it make fucking sense. Huh? She have a job to do as a minister. And her job to do is to make sure that everybody that has a transportation service in the Bahamas is licensed, to make sure that the people that goes in those vehicles is actually covered by insurance. Your vehicle has to be licensed and insured, and you have to have the proper document in order for you to give transportation services to anybody in a real country that abides by law. Okay? Not a lawless fucking country. Be careful you ask for. Nobody taking that bread and nobody mouth. If either you want to be a business owner or you want to be a worker. If you want to be a business owner, you have to go to certain channels to get certain documents in order for you to be a business owner. Okay? You can't just wake up and say, fuck that, I'm a police officer. Fuck that, I'm a nurse. Fuck that, I'm a doctor. You can't just wake up and say, fuck that, I own this restaurant. Let me just open shop and no documents involved. You can't just wake up and say, I'm a fucking pilot. You can't just wake up and say, man, fuck it, I'm a taxi driver. And just, no. All of these things comes with proper documents. If you want to be a doctor, you have to go to fucking school. If you want to be an officer, there's protocols, you understand me? You have to be accepted. If you want to be a taxi driver, you go fill out your form the fucking road traffic, and however the system works, with you getting that opportunity to be a taxi driver, you go do the same fucking routes as any taxi driver that drives in the coming off the Bahamas. You're no different from nobody else. You cannot wake up in the morning and decide that you're going to put your car on the road to pick up what you want to pick up and charge what you want to charge and do what you want to do. The Bahamas don't run the hell. Okay, G-Money? So you are wrong. You are fucking wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And at this point, I am giving you 1,000% wrong to say, oh, this set of people don't abide by the law, and this side of people have to abide by the law. So what you're trying to say, the taxi drivers them that have legal licenses to operate in the Bahamas, you understand me, and pick up people, you understand me, you're trying to say that people could just go and do the same thing as them and don't have to go to the same channels as them? You got to be fucking crazy. You got to be fucking crazy. This is a country running, not a fucking talk shop. And at any given time, you don't want to live and abide by the rules of the Bahamas. You want to slack fucking nation. You need to find a different fucking location.